Hey everyone, it's Jessica and I'm back with another process video for you. Today is day 4 with the Best of 30 Days of Sketches series with this beautiful sketch by Susan Stringfellow from Sketch Savvy. And I am using the Simple Stories Homegrown collection as well as all the washi tapes. So I've just pulled out a couple of the washi tape that come in the Simple Stories Homegrown collection. And then I've pulled out a bunch from my stash to go along with it. So I've just kind of matched them up. I've pulled out some black and whites and some reds to go along with the ones that came with this collection. And I am just doing washi tapes for my strips down the middle, or well, I guess it's kind of off center here on the left, but I am doing washi tapes instead of paper strips because as soon as I saw this sketch, that's all I could think of was, oh my gosh, this sketch kind of looks like just little strips of tape. So that's all I'm doing here. I'm not cutting anything. I'm not having to measure any of those strips out. I'm not using any of my scraps, unfortunately, today, except what I use to back my photo with, which you'll see in a bit. But I am using my washi tape from all of my washi tape stash. So I actually did some machine stitching as well, right down the center of those tapes. As you can see, I've stitched 2 lines because it looked like the sketch had 2 lines of stitching going down that. So that's what I've done here. And then I've matted my photo with some smooth white and then a scrap that I had from the collection in the cow print. And then on the back of that cow print is this beautiful barn red. So I've just kind of used up that scrap as well. And I've distressed those edges with my edge distresser. And then I'm just gonna throw some embellishments on. Guys, this layout is so super easy. Anyone can do this. I wanted to make that little tag work on there, but I couldn't quite find a good home for it. So in the end, I opted out of using that tag, but I do throw some other tags in. As you can see here, I'm pulling out some other things from the collection, just things that I think maybe I will use. Most of it I don't use, but I kind of like to pull everything out when I'm doing a layout just to see what all I have and kind of see what my options are. So here you can see I've pulled out a couple of those tags that I've already had cut out and just sitting in my stash here from that same collection. And then I'm pulling out some of these journaling pieces and bits and just looking through those. I found one that says, "Were you raised in a barn?" And I think that's just perfect for this cute photo of my son. This sketch does call for a 4x6 photo, but I've actually kind of cropped mine down a little bit smaller. I believe it is about 4 inches tall, but I kind of made it more into a square shape to just to crop it down a little bit. The orientation of my photo was actually vertical or up and down. It wasn't a horizontal photo. So what I did was I just zoomed in and cropped it, and I had 2 white strips on either side whenever I printed it on my 4x6 paper. So I just had to cut those white strips off, and then that's the size that I ended up with, and it works out perfect for this layout. I love the size that it came out to be. It's still pretty big, so it's still the focal point of the sketch, but then I can just pull elements out and around it as well. So here I'm just cutting the holes out of the tags. I'm putting some of my baker's twine around those and through that hole, and then I'm just going to kind of stack them up here up top just to give it a little bit of something extra because I didn't do a lot of layers like the sketch had behind my photo, so I kind of kept that simple, but I love tags. If you guys know me and know my style, you know that I love to incorporate tags in my layouts, so that was a good way to put those in there. And it just kind of filled in that space up top, gave it a little extra something. And then I'm just adding some little journaling bits down here. I didn't really want to write anything on here like it had on the sketch. I don't really have much to say. The photo is pretty self-explanatory, especially with the title Farm Life, because that's how life goes around here. My son, he just kind of parked himself there by, I think this was a grain cart of some type or something that we have laying around on the farm. And he just kind of went over and stood by it on his own, and I just thought he was super cute. So of course, the scrapper mom in me was like, "Wait, stay there. I want to take your photo." So he's pretty good about it for the most part. And my kids fully understand that mommy always has the camera out to document our memories. So luckily they're pretty good about it. And here for the finishing touch, I'm just adding some black splatters and some Heidi Swap Color Shine in Black. It is a little bit sparkly and shimmery, so this is one of my favorites for black. And here is the finished layout. So I hope you guys play along. You can play along pretty much anytime in the Facebook group, which I'll link below for you. And if you like this video, feel free to hit that subscribe button. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.